Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you something related to Chinese New Year, and it's our Chinese lion head. It's a very auspicious Chinese animals because it wear off evil spirits. If you want to learn this, please do stay with me because there's a lot of new technique we are gonna use for these sculptures, and it's gonna help you with other sculptures too. We can use the head technique to create animals and stuff like this. So do really stay through the video, and without further ado, we shall start. Right now we're gonna pump up our 260 pastel blue. Okay, not too long. Something like this. Okay. This is remaining. And we're gonna just hold and not tie yet. Gonna take our silver balloon. Just gonna pump it up a bit. Just a bit. Okay. We're gonna tie it. Make sure it's tight. Okay, and we're gonna cut this off. Okay, right now, let me give you a guide where we are going. So right now we are going to do the bottom of the lion head. So we're just gonna do this part here for now. Okay, the twist here, and slowly we're gonna move up to the side, the top part. Okay, and then move it down again. So you're just gonna go around. We can just use one balloon to go the whole round without blocking and retying back to the sculptures. So okay, right now we're gonna do one long bubble. Okay, this is the bottom. I can say this is like the teeth sides, okay, the teeth area. Okay, not too long. Not the teeth part will be very long, which is not very nice for my personal preference. But if you are okay with it, then just do it what you think is right and what you think is pretty to you. Okay, after we have this, we're gonna do one bubble. And we're gonna twist this bubble into a pinch twist. So you're gonna grab everything together. One finger go in, pull a bit, and turn. And it became a pinch twist. Okay. Once you have this, we're gonna do the same thing again. A long bubble, same size as the first one. And another bubble here. Turn it into a pinch twist. Okay, once you have this, I'm gonna do a long bubble again, same size. So you should have 3 long bubbles in the same size. And again, we're gonna do one bubble and into a pinch twist. Okay, once you have this, you should have something like that. And the last part, we're gonna do the same bubble size again. I mean the long balloon. Okay, the long bubble size again. Okay, we're gonna twist these two parts together. Let's turn it together like this. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna move to our silver balloon. We're just gonna make a bubble. Okay, this will be the nose part. Okay, remember not too small. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna pull and turn. It became a pinch twist again. Okay, a pinch twist. And this part, we're gonna cut it off. Make sure you secure it properly. Just go around with balloons, or you can tie the balloons. Okay. Okay. Once you're done, you should have something like that. The front, the bottom, the top. Okay, and the sides. Okay. After this, we're gonna move to the top part of the lion head, this part. Okay, we're gonna move it to the top part. Okay, I'm gonna do a long bubble, not too long, just the same length as the cheek, the teeth area. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna do the same long bubble again. So we have 2. Okay. Once you're done, we're gonna connect this bubble into a pinch twist. So which pinch twist are we gonna connect? So this is the front, right? And then this is the back. So you're gonna just cross opposite to connect the opposite pinch twist. Okay? Not the top one, not the bottom one. Cross, okay? The opposite. So you're just gonna hold the pinch twist and the balloons together and turn. Okay? It's something like that. Okay? The front, the sides, the back, the sides, the top, and the bottom. Okay? Once you're done with this, we're gonna do 2 bubbles. Okay? These 2 bubbles are gonna be in the middle of the gap here. So not too big, okay? Just enough to fill the middle gap. Okay, instead of going to the opposite sides, you can go to the top area or the bottom area to connect. So turn. So turn together. Okay? Something like that. So you're gonna fill up the inside. Okay, the inside. Okay, once you have this, you should go back up, and this part we're gonna do a long bubble, but not too long, about this size. Okay. When you have this, you're gonna do 1 bubble. You're gonna turn this bubble into pinch twist. Okay. Once you're done, you're gonna twist another long bubble. Okay, slightly longer than this one. The one that you just did, okay, so just slightly longer, and we're gonna go back up to the top. So we're gonna just slide it through the middle, like this. Okay, just slide it through and pull it through. And once you have this, you're gonna pull up the balloons to the top. Okay, once you have this, you're gonna slot it through the hole again to make sure the balloon doesn't move. Like this. Okay, the front. Sides. This is the side that we haven't done, and this is the side that we've done. Okay, and the back. Once you're done, we're gonna move on to do the same thing for this part again, but in the reverse. So we're gonna do the longer bubble first. Make sure it's the same size. Okay, and then do a bubble, and this bubble into pinch twist. Okay. Once you're done with this, we're gonna twist another bubble, but in a smaller one. Okay, and we're gonna connect to the last pinch twist. There's nothing on. Okay. Connect, turn. And you get something like this. Okay, and you can cut it off, pluck it off, or burst it. Make sure to double secure it. Okay, once you're done, you should have something like that. This is the front, the sides, the back, the sides, and the bottom. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna pump up our last pastel blue. No need to be very long, about this length. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna attach it into the pinch twist. Okay, the bottom one. So I'm gonna attach to the pinch twist that is nothing, there's no bubble in it. Okay, just gonna attach it in, just to make sure it's secure and it's tight. It's tight, so when you pull, there's you won't see any stream, any nozzle. Okay, once you're done, it should be like that. Okay, the bottom. We're gonna do one bubble. Okay, and we're gonna connect in between the middle part, this part. Okay, this part. Okay, we're just gonna slide it through here, up behind. Just gonna slide it through. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up. Okay, something like this. Okay, and we're gonna do another bubble to go back up. Okay, another bubble. Okay, so go back to the nose. Just gonna turn together. And you get something like this. The bottom, the front, the sides, the back, and the sides. Okay, the top is the same. Okay, once you have this, you're gonna move diagonally, okay, to the other side of the pinch trace here. Okay, gonna measure a bit to make sure the length not too narrow, not too wide, just nice. It fit inside. Okay, it fit inside the hole properly. Okay, once you have this, you're gonna just turn them together. So you just move diagonally. Okay. Okay. This is the front. Okay. Once you've done that, this is the back. Okay. Once you've done that, we're gonna move diagonally to the bottom pinch trace here, if you can see. Okay. We're gonna move this. We are gonna do the same thing again. So we're gonna do a long bubble. Okay. Once you do it, we're gonna turn together. This is the back. Okay. This is the twist that we just twisted. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna move diagonally up again to the other pinch trace. Measure. Okay, once you measure, we're gonna twist them together like this. Okay, so this is the back view. Okay, so right now this is the front view. We're gonna cover up this hole too. So we're gonna do the same thing again. Move diagonally down. Like this. Okay. Double secure everything. Block it off. Make sure you secure everything properly. Adjust a bit, and you should have something like this. Okay, the front, the sides, the back, the sides, the top, okay, the top, and the bottom. Okay, and we are done with this. So you are done with the whole structure of the head. And right now we're gonna add details to the head. So palm up white color balloons. Okay, not too long. That's nice this size. Okay, once you're done, I'm gonna attach the balloon at the sides. Either sides is okay, so you just gonna attach it. Okay. Once you do it, once you're done with it, you're gonna do one bubble, same size as this blue one. Okay. You're gonna go back up to the pinch twist. Okay, same size, and we're gonna go back up to this pinch twist. And just stand it together like this. Okay. Okay. Once you're done, you're gonna do a loop. This is the ear part. Okay, we're gonna do a loop. Okay. Just nice cover. So when you do a loop, you shouldn't have a hole in between the pinch twist and the other balloon. Okay, so try to make it as tight but not super tight. Okay, once you have the sizing, make a twist. So at least it doesn't move. You know this is the sizing. After that, you're gonna just twist them together. So you're gonna grab everything and turn. Okay, once you should have something like this. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna move our white color balloon down to the nose, so diagonally again. But this part right here will be the eyebrow, you know. So this part has to be slightly longer, so it's a bit thicker out to make a very nice shape for the lion head. So you're gonna just do longer than this blue color. Okay, we just need to make it longer like this, as you can see. Okay, and you're gonna connect back down to the silver pinch twist. So the silver pinch twist is the nose, so I just gonna call it nose. So you're gonna connect it back down to the nose. Okay, just gonna twist it together. You should have something like that. Okay, after you're done that, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna go diagonally up again for the ear. Okay, make sure it's the same size. And we're gonna go up and twist it in like this. Okay, you look like a bear. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna do the same thing again for this part. We're gonna loop it. Make sure it's roughly the same size. Once you're done with this, you're gonna go back down. So you're gonna do a bubble as the same size as this blue color and connect back down to the pinch. Okay, you should have something like that. Once you're done with this, we're gonna pluck it off, double secure it. Make sure you secure everything properly. You can adjust a bit. Okay, just something like that. And right now you're gonna pump up another white color balloons. Just a short one. No need it to be very long because this will be the teeth. Okay, a very short one. And the allowance. Once you're done, you're gonna connect to either side of the pinch twist. Okay, we're just gonna put it together. Really make sure it's tight. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna use our palm, our whole hand, press a little bit so the balloon will become softer by a bit. And we're gonna do one bubble, not too big, a small one. We're gonna make it into pinch twist. Okay. Once you have this, we're gonna use our palm again, we're gonna press again. So this part, if you can see, this part will be softer a bit. Okay. Okay, once this part is softer, we're gonna use the other hand, try to grab a bit to turn. So there's like some sort of allowance here. Okay, we're not gonna let go. Okay, we're just gonna hold it, and we're gonna do another bubble. This time around, this bubble can be bigger. By a bit from the first one you did. Okay, once you're done, we're gonna put them close and do a pinch twist like this. Okay, so you're gonna still pull that and do it as a pinch twist. Okay, so you should have something like that. Oops, something like that. Okay, you can see it. Okay, we're gonna keep on repeating the same thing again. So we're gonna press, have a bit of allowance. Okay, and turn it, do a slightly bigger bubble, and we're gonna turn into a pinch twist like this. Okay, so the other side is something like that. Okay, the other side is something like that. Okay, and since we are reaching the nose part, so we are gonna do a smaller bubble. Okay, so the shape is small to big, then small to big, bigger to small. Okay, okay, depending how long is the whole teeth area here, and you roughly gauge how many pinch twists you're gonna do. Okay, so mine is about 4. So once I'm done with it, so I'm gonna connect it to the nose. So we're just gonna turn it. Like this. Okay, share something like this. And we're gonna repeat the other side. If you are confident to do it, just do it. Okay, we're gonna move on to do the other side. Okay, once you have the other side done, we're gonna connect back to the other pinch twist. Okay, just gonna turn it together. And you can adjust a bit, something like that. Once you're done, we're gonna just pluck it off. Make sure it's secure. Okay. Okay, adjust it. Okay, once we are done with this, we'll take our 160 dark blue. I'm gonna comb it up. Just a small one. Okay. Just tie it up. I'm gonna do a small bubble like this. And we're gonna push, use our finger to push the air back of the long part. Okay, so there's space here. We're gonna tie them together like that. Put it in and tie them into a bubble. Okay, not too tight, don't pull too tight, if not the shape will not be a circle. Okay, once you have this, you can just cut it off. Okay, and we're gonna do another one again. Same thing, we're gonna do a bubble, and we're gonna tie. If you put it tight, right, it will become like a nut shape instead of a circle shape. So you don't want it to be. So try to make it as circle as possible. Okay, you can try to measure, is it the same size? If it's not the same size, then you can do it. So I'm just gonna do the same size. I'm just gonna do the same size, measure, same size. I'm gonna tie it up. Leave a long part for you to tie. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna tie this part into the nose part here. Okay, here and here. Okay, so we're gonna just tie it in. Okay, then we're gonna do the other side. Adjust it like that. Okay, once you're done, we're gonna move on to do the eyes. So you're gonna take our white color balloons. You're just gonna pump up a bit, just a bit first, tie it, and take our black color balloons. We're gonna pump it just a bit too. Okay, and we're gonna do a bubble for the black color balloons. Okay, this is the eyes. So we're gonna do the same thing as the nose part, that the decoration boss just now for the dark blue. We're gonna do a bubble. We're gonna tie a little to make it round and tie it up. Make sure you leave a long balloon here and pluck it off or cut it off, and use the mini balloons. Do the same thing again. Just make sure it's the same size. Okay. And we're gonna tie it up. Not too tight. Cut it off. So we only need one long part, so if this part is too long, you can just cut it off. Like this. Okay. Once you're done, we're gonna take our white color balloon. We're gonna take our black color one. We just need to gonna slot it in. Okay, this is what we call a tulip twist. Okay, so you're gonna put it on the nozzle. If you see, it's on the nozzle. It's on the nozzle. And we're gonna use our finger to put it inside the nozzle. Okay. So you're just gonna press it in like this. So you go all the way in. Try to go all the way in. Okay. Once you are in, you cannot see it from here. Okay. So my finger is around here. Okay. So I'm gonna just use the other hand, gonna feel my finger and hold the balloon like this and pull my finger out. So you might have difficulties to pull your finger out. You can try to wiggle it out. Okay. Once you have done this, don't let go of the other hand. Okay. So you're gonna just hold it, and then you're gonna use the hand that you just came out and turn it a few rounds. Okay. This part not too long. I think this size just nice for the finger. Okay. And once you've done that, you're gonna cut this away. Remember to leave a slightly longer part here. Okay, a slightly longer part here. And you're gonna, don't let go yet. You're gonna pull, and you're gonna turn around the balloon inside here. Okay, just gonna turn around. So my hand is holding on to the knot inside. Okay, just now the nozzle, everything is inside here. So I'm gonna just turn around. Okay, once I turn around a few rounds, I'm gonna pass it through the other hand. So I'm gonna pull it out to create a knot. So it will tie it up like this. Okay, okay, something like that. Okay, once you've done that, we're gonna do the same thing for the other eyes. This is what we call a tulip twist. So it requires some practice. So you're just gonna do the same thing. If it doesn't have a nozzle here, so you try to use the balloons here and your fingernails, right? You're gonna just hold it and you're just gonna rest your fingernail on the deflated balloons and push it in. And you're gonna feel it. Try to hold on to the balloon just now you push it in, okay? Something like that. And right now you're gonna measure how big the other eye is. It must be the same size. Okay, measure it. Okay, same size. And just gonna tear this part away. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna do the same thing again. You're gonna just put in, turn a few round, and you're gonna tie it. Yes. Okay. So you should have two of it. Okay. Oops. Wow, my eyes is big. But it's alright, okay? Practice makes perfect. And right now we're gonna take our 260 dark blue. Pound it up. No need to be very long. This size will do. And we're gonna do the pinch twist again using this one. So the long balloon part I asked you not to cut, okay, to leave a long part. So we can just slot it through again. Like this. Okay. Slide it through again. I'm not sure if you can see my finger, but okay, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so you're just gonna scrape it. Okay, this part, this blue part, definitely not gonna be longer than the white part, so you just need to adjust a bit. So how to adjust, right? You just need to press, and the air will slowly move back. Okay, so just stick it. Okay. And if you can see this part, right, is coming out, which I don't like, so I will redo this part. Hopefully I can try to hide it in, try to push it in further. Okay. Yes. It's height. Okay. And we're gonna cut this part away again. We're gonna tie it. So we're just gonna repeat the same thing. That's what we did for the red color part. Okay. And we're just gonna slide it through. Make sure it's the same size, okay? And once you have the same size, everything is okay. Cut it off. Secure it. Okay, you should have something like that. And two eyes. Okay. Once you're done with this, we're gonna take our 160 blue. We're gonna tie the balloon in between the white one and the blue one. So I'm gonna just saw it in like this. Okay. And I'm just gonna tie it up. Okay. The excess I will just cut away. Okay. I don't want anyone to see that. Okay. Once you're done with this, we're gonna put this onto our head like that. Okay? We're gonna attach the back first. So we're gonna attach to the pinch twist at the back here. Okay? Why not attach here? Because I feel it might be seen or it's not that nice. So we're gonna just slot it through here inside the eye. And I will grab it from the other side like this. Okay, so I grab it from the other side. I'm gonna just attach to the pinches behind and make sure it's secure. So the eye should be something like that. Okay, and that's when this part come in. You're gonna slot it through to the back again. And push it out from the other side. Okay, and I'll make it tight. Okay, and once you have this part at the back, you're gonna make sure the eyes is at the correct placements. So let me show you. Here you go. So the eye should be at the correct placement. So you just need to squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. When you squeeze it in, you're just gonna pull the behind part and make sure it's secure and turn around the pinches like this. Once you've done that, okay, this part is gonna go back out to the other side of the eyes, the other side of the eye here. Okay, so you're gonna just push the long balloon out to the other side. Okay, right there. Okay, once you've done this, we're gonna secure the other eyes here. So this part, once again, we're gonna just pull, okay, turn a few rounds in the middle. Okay, once you've done that, you can try all the way. You can try to tie it. If not, you can actually just pluck it off. Okay, usually I will try to tie it one round, pluck it off. You should get something like that. And the behind part, you're gonna just attach back to the behind. That's what you did. Okay, bring it out to the back. Okay, then you're gonna adjust your eyes. You should have something like that. Okay, right now we're gonna take our 260. You're not gonna pump it up, you're gonna just blow it to make it fat. You're gonna just tie it up. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna make a circle like this. This is like the contact lens for the lion head. Okay, don't need to be very big, about this size. Okay, once you have this, you're gonna just tie another knot. If it's very difficult to pull it over, this part you can just cut it off. Okay, and you're just gonna pull over. Okay, first you should have something like this. Okay, so this part, right, you can just pull it slightly down or slightly up. It really depends. Okay, or you can, or if you don't want to make the choices first, you can just try it onto the lion head, eyes, something like that, and see if it can be seen. If it cannot be seen, it means it needs to be slightly longer at this part. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it down like this. Okay. Okay, once you have the confirmed size, you can just cut it off the additional part. So you should have something like that. Okay, and you can just slot it over through the black color one like that. Okay, and you can adjust it. Okay, once you adjust, it should be something like that. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. There you go. It's nicely done. Okay, right now we're gonna do the top part. Our blue balloons, okay, the middle shade ones, we're gonna fun it out a little bit. No need to be a lot, just a little bit like this. Okay, and we're gonna do 6 bubbles. How big the bubble is depending how much you want to fill the top. My bubble are usually this size. Okay, we'll just do 6 of them. Once you've done that, you're gonna connect the nozzle, okay, to this part. So you just bend it down like this. We're gonna turn it together. Once you've done that, you're gonna slot the nozzle through to the other side. So at least when you heat it, it doesn't come out. Okay, once you've done that, this part, you can just pluck it off or you just cut it off. Okay, don't let go yet. We're gonna secure this part and tie it up. Okay, once you tie it up, just cut off the excess. Should have something like this. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna use our mango 260 and you just pump up. Don't need a lot, so just a little bit. Okay, this part, try to have more allowance like this. I'm gonna just tie it up. Once you have this, we're gonna do a bubble again, just like how you did the eyes and the nose part. Okay, you're just gonna tie a bubble like this. Okay, just gonna tie it up. Once you tie it up, we need a long allowance here too, so we just cut off. So we have 2 long allowance here. Once we've done this, we're gonna attach this part to the top part. How do you attach? We're gonna pass one of the long parts to the other side. Let me show you. Okay, pass the long part to the other side. So if you can see, it go through to the other side. Okay. So you go through from the other side. Okay, so I will use the other long part. I'm just gonna tie these 2 ends together to make sure it's securely tied. Okay, once you have this tied, okay, you're just gonna pull down the long balloons to the middle like this. Okay, if you can see, it's tightly at the sides. Okay, if your long balloon is not, if the excess is not long enough, it will squeeze the balloons and it might pop. So try to make it slightly longer, but not too long also. Okay, if not, if it's too long, then it will be a bit loose. Okay, so you just need to gauge. Okay, this part you can just try to hide it to the back, slot it to the back, and adjust a bit, and you should have something like that. Okay, once you have this, we're gonna take our bubbles or the poles. We're gonna just slot it on top like this. Wow. Okay, we're almost done. And this part you will not need it anymore. So we're gonna move on to our gold color part. This part, we're gonna just pump up a little bit. Tie it. Okay, you only need about this length because you just need to pop up from the top. Okay, so we're just gonna pluck it off the rest. Instead of tying all the way to the end, to the top, we're gonna just tie it slightly above the top. So if you can see, there's a gap in between instead of like wholly to be a long bubbles. Okay, so this part we will not need it, so we just cut it off. So you should have something like that. Okay, and we're gonna just use the nozzle to connect to the top part. Where to connect? If you can see the top part here, the crossover here, we're just gonna tie it in. How does it look like? It's cute, right? And move on to our last part. So we're just gonna take our leftover 260 royal blue and pump it up a bit will do. Tie it, and we're gonna take our remaining blue color. Okay, it's either you want to use the remaining blue color, the remaining one just now that we do for the top part here. Okay, or you can just use a brand new one. Okay, for where is for the sides here. Okay, so it really depends which one you like, but for now I am gonna use the remaining one to reuse, reduce, recycle. So I'm just gonna use my mouth, blow it up a bit and tie it. Okay, once you tie it, we're gonna take our royal blue, just gonna twist again, just like how you did the eyes. Like this. Okay, and you cut it off here and tie it. Okay, the excess part you can choose to cut it off, but not too short, remember. Okay, you should have something like that. To remove this part, right, not to be seen, you can actually push this one down, and it's either this is called a tulip twist or apple twist, because it's really like apple. Okay, it's a very interesting technique. And now we're gonna do the other side. Do the same thing again. And hide the bottom. You should have something like that. Okay, one long, one short. So you're just gonna measure the seam length and tie it up and cut it off. So you have something like that. Okay, so you're gonna just take one and attach to one of the ears. Okay, once you're done with this side, you're gonna put the other side. Just turn around the ears. And ta-da! We are done with the head. Isn't it cute? Yay! I feel this design can be improved more. Let's figure it out a few days before, and I thought it would be a very cute sculptures to learn during the Chinese New Year, and I hope you guys have fun learning this. And if you want to see more, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Okay, and happy Chinese New Year! Please look forward to the other video to do a simple body for the lion head too. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!